Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bahri Putra Nahaditya. My NIM 1040123000029. Okay, in here I will explain materi about institutional ownership, stability, the cause of debt. Here are the first part. Number one is institutional ownership and the impact. Number two, in implication of ownership stability. And number three, empirical avoidance of cost of debt. Okay, so this study I am to explore the relationship between the stability of institutional ownership, the cost of debt, and compare it will of institutional ownership by focusing on the public bond market. The research makes a significant contribution because the market has a more certain pricing merchandise than equities. The result show that the stability of institutional ownership not only reducing the overall cost of debt, but is also more effective in firm with more separate agency problem and information asymmetry. Okay, what the resolution? What is the relationship between the stability of institutional ownership and the cost of debt? Does the stability of institutional ownership have a more significant effect on the cost of debt than the level of institutional ownership? What is the role of institutional ownership stability in reducing agency problem and information asymmetry reach the effect the cost of debt? Does the probability of institutional ownership have a greater impact on firms that have more severe agency problem of informational asymmetries? How do the characteristic of large and small institutional influence the relationship between the stability of institutional ownership and the cost of debt? Okay, yang number one, impact that institutional inventory play a pivotal role in corporate governance through active monitoring. Number two is further demonstrate that stronger institutional ownership correlates with lower bond yield, indicating reduced agency risk. Number three, asymmetric information illustrated the perfection of default risk, encouraging bondholders to demand higher return. And last, stable institutional ownership has lower bond yield spread and higher credit rating.
Explain the main element. Institutional ownership stability, or X, as the independent variable. Cost of debt, or Y, as the dependent variable. Corporate governance, or M, as the mediating variable. Firm-specific risk factor, or Y, as the moderating variable. Explain the relationship between variable. H1, the direct relationship between institutional ownership stability X and cost of debt, or Y. H2, the influence of institutional ownership stability, or X, on corporate governance, or M. H3, the impact of firm-specific risk factor, or Y, on corporate governance, or M. H4, the moderating role of firm-specific risk factor, or Y, in the relationship between institutional ownership stability, or X, and corporate governance, or M. H5, the mediating role of corporate governance, or M, in the relationship between institutional ownership stability, or X, and cost of debt, or Y. Next, hypothesis. H1, the stability of institutional ownership is negatively associated with the cost of debt. H2, the effect of institutional ownership stability on the cost of debt is more pronounced in firm with higher agency problem. H3, the effect of institutional ownership stability on the cost of debt is stronger for firm with greater information asymmetry. H4, the ownership stability of large institutional investor has a stronger effect on the cost of debt than that of smaller institutional investor. H5, institutional ownership stability has a greater effect on bond yield spreads than institutional ownership level. Next, research. Data collection. Financial database, Bloomberg, Compustat, and Thomson Reuters for financial and accounting data. Institutional ownership data on institutional ownership and stakeholder composition from 13 filings by institutional investor, which provide detailed information about institutional ownership in public firms. Bond data, yield spreads, bond rating, and other type-related information from financial data provides as such as margin. Variable construction. Institution ownership stability measure, institutional ownership volatility, or STDL, and institutional ownership persistence, or IOP. Cost of debt measure, credit rating, and bond yield spread. Control variable, firm specific and bond specific variable. Model specification. Model 1, basic regression model. Model 2, interaction model for agency problem. Model 3, interaction model for information asymmetry.
And I will explain the next one. Panel A describe the bond-specific variables. The mean of Moody's rating is 8.682, equivalent to ratings of Baa1. The mean duration adjusted yield is 1.662%. 963, suggesting a positively skewed distribution. The average bond maturity is about 15 years, and the average bond issue size is about $182 million. Panel B, the institutional ownership variables, the mean of the shareholding standard deviation is 0.187%. The mean value of the IOP measure is 0.861. The mean of shareholdings proportion is 42.91%, 6.736%. Panel C of table 1%, the result on the firm-specific variables. The mean of market value of total asset and leverage ratio are respectively $14.723 billion and 0.560, indicating that firms in our sample are relatively large and have considerable amount of debt outstanding. The mean of the monthly stock return volatility 7.44%. Panel D describes the industry distribution of our sample based on the one-digit SIC codes. Manufacturing, transportation, and financial service industries account for most of our sample. This table reports the average yield spreads of 25 portfolio short in two dimensions: aggregate institutional shareholding proportion and institutional ownership stability. The last two rows present the yield spread difference and the t-statistic between the highest standard one or IOP portfolio and the low standard one or IOP portfolio in the same ownership proportion quintile, and indicates statistical significance at the 10%, 5%, and 1% level respectively.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Akbar Afariski, and today I'm gonna explain the table 3, which is bond rating, yield spread, and institutional ownership stability. So this table reports results from the OLS regressions explaining Moody's bond rating variable from columns number 1 to columns number 4, and bond yield spread columns number 5 to columns number 10, S&P 500 dummy equals 1 for firms included in S&P 500 index and 0 otherwise. So the standard errors are clustered by firm in all the models. These statistics are in parentheses and indicates statistical significance at the 10%, 5%, and the 1% level respectively. Next one is the slide 14. We collected data from various financial databases including Bloomberg, CompuStat, and Thomson Reuters for financial and accounting data. We also gathered institutional ownership and data from 13 F-filings, which provide detailed information about institutional ownership in public firms. And additionally, we obtained bond data including yield spreads and bond ratings from financial data providers like Mergent, Moody's, and S&P. And now the fourth table, which is alternative model specification and estimation techniques. This table reports regression results explaining bond yield spread with alternative model specification and estimation techniques. All other variables are as defined in table 1. T-statistics are reported in parentheses and indicate statistical significance at the 10%, 5%, and 1% level respectively. So in a slide, we detail data collection and variable construction. We measure institutional ownership stability using two metrics: institutional ownership volatility and institutional ownership persistence. The cost of debt was assessed through credit ratings and bond yield spreads. We also included control variables such as firm size, leverage, and stock return volatility to ensure a comprehensive analysis. And then the 16th slide, we outline the model specification is used in our analysis. We employ 3 regression models. The first one, model 1, serves as our basic regression models. The second one is an interaction model focusing on agency problems, and the third one examines the interaction with information asymmetry. Our analysis methods include descriptive analysis and panel data regression models utilizing both fixed and random effects models. And the next one, our fifth table, is ownership stability and different institution and bond yield spread. So in this table, we examine the relationship between bond yield spread and ownership stability. Computes 4 different types of institutions. So all variables are as defined in table 1. The statistics are reported in parentheses below each coefficient estimate and indicates statistical significance at the 10%, 5%, and 1% level respectively. So for instance, the mean rating from Moody's is approximately 8.682, which corresponds to Baa1 rating. The average duration adjusted yield spread is 1.662%, indicating a positively skewed distribution. We also provide insights to institutional ownership variables such as the mean shareholding standard deviation and the average bond maturity. So our analysis indicates the stable institutional ownership is associated with a lower cost of debt. The more stable the ownership, the lower yield spread, and the better the credit rating of the firm. Furthermore, the impact of ownership stability on the cost of debt is more significant for firms facing severe agency problems and information asymmetry. The research highlights the importance of institutional ownership, stability, in corporate governance and its implication for reducing the cost of debt. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Karim Hamsaib Siregar. My name is 1040123000549. Here I will explain the material about institutional ownership, stability, and the cost of debt. The next, Table 6, institutional ownership, stability, and bond yield, spread conditional on information, on asymmetry, and agency cost. Next, table, report the result of regression expanding bond yield spread conditional on extent of information, asymmetry, and agency cost. Column 1 and column 2. Report result from regression of bond yield, conditional on information, asymmetry. Next, statistics are report in parentheses below its coefficient estimate and indicated statistical significant at the 10%, 5%, and 1% level. The first one, stable institutional ownership is associated with lower cost of debt. The more stable the institutional ownership, the lower the yield spread and the better the credit rating of the firm. Next, stability of ownership. The impact of the cost of debt is stronger for active and large institutional investor and for firm with more severe information asymmetry and debt agency problem. Next, this author have found that an increased institutional ownership level have reduced the cost of debt. The last, the volatility of institutional ownership is a more important determinant of cost debt rather than the level of institutional ownership commonly used in the literature. After conclusion is recommendation. Recommendation for companies: improve relationship with long-term investor, reduce ownership volatility. Next, ensure stable and transparent financial performance to reduce perceived risk and obtain lower debt cost. Next, with debt management, the last, improving the quality of corporate governance. Next, for investor, recommendation for investor. The first one, institutional investors should consider long-term investment to support company stability and reduce market risk. The next, always monitor the company financial performance and debt structure to ensure debt costs remain under control and line with long-term goals. The last four recommendation for creditor. The first one, creditor must pay attention to the stability of the company, institutional ownership when evaluating risk and setting appropriate debt interest rates. The last provides flexibility regarding debt recruitment for companies with stable institutional ownership and solid financial performance, which can contribute to lower debt costs.